So the first step in preparing for any spelling bee is to understand the structure of your specific spelling bee. At the school level, different schools might have their own small spelling bees that will help you get a feel for what larger spelling bee might look like. At different levels, such as the city, the state, the national, and sometimes the international level, spelling bees have different rounds and different requirements for each level. For example, spelling bees such as Mars and Spell Bee International have not just a spelling round, but spelling, jumbled words, a crossword puzzle, a synonym and antonym round, a pronunciation key round that we will cover later, and perhaps a general knowledge round in different levels. At the national level, spell bees such as the classmate Spell Bee have just a spelling round. These spelling bees are likely to have preliminary rounds that require you to take online tests and then progress to the national level where you will be spelling words in front of an audience out loud. So your first step is to figure out what spelling bee you are going to take and what material would be helpful in studying for that spelling bee. Certain spelling bees, especially at the city or state level, have their own set of books. If your spelling bee has a book, study that thoroughly. Of course, studying long lists of words out of a book can get a tad tedious. So here are some tips to keep it interesting. If you can, get somebody to quiz you on the words in your word list. A fun way to do this might be to even have a mock spelling bee with your friends or family. You can take turns being the speaker, or the person spelling the words, and the pronouncer, who's the person reading out the words. This is also a great way to have a little bit of a feel of what it is like to spell words out in front of an audience. If you have a friend who is also preparing for the bee, a nice way to do this is to make papers for each other and share words that you come across during your preparation. An important tip is to practice visualizing the word. You might have often seen spellers in different spelling bees writing words in the air or writing words on their palms. These are great methods to visualize a word as you spell it and just see if it looks correct to you. Another tip I have is to make a list of the mistakes you make while going through your spelling bee's word list. Once you finish the word list once, go back to the words that you've made a mistake on. You can begin to strike words off your own list once you spell them correctly twice in a row to ensure that you've understood the word entirely.